Welcome back. The crisis in the opposition People's Democratic Party took a different turn on Tuesday when the National Working Committee announced the removal of Iyorchia, replacing him with the Deputy National Chairman North Umar Damagum as acting chairman. Damagum's appointment was disclosed by the PDP National Publicity Secretary Debo Ologunagba at a press conference. Ayu stepped down from his position as PDP National Chairman barely 2 days after a Benue High Court had restrained him from parading himself as the national chairman of the party. Ayu was also found guilty of anti-party activities as well as not paying his annual dues as enshrined in the party's constitution. According to Ologunagba, further investigation also revealed that he did not vote during the governorship and state assembly elections held on March 18, 2023. Of course, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike, who has always championed Ayu's removal as part of the G5, expressed support for the move, while accusing Ayu for the party's failure in the 2023 elections. Now, in light of this development, what is next for the PDP? Also, delve more into the matter, I'm joined by the Director Global Network for Sustainable Development, Phil Roberts. Did you see this coming, the removal of Iyorchia Ayu as the chairman of the People's Democratic Party?
Funny enough, people like us that stay in Abuja, Abuja is called the federal capital, and we play politics at the federal level. So we were monitoring the trend at which the PDP has been going, especially from the formation of the 5G. And a couple of us have been on TV several times to talk about the disaster that is going to fall into PDP. Because for a country like Nigeria, we don't need a one-party system. Nigeria is bigger than having a one-party system. And thank God for the way the Labour Party also came in and swept everywhere. And for those of us that have been watching, we've been speaking to a couple of the powers that be in PDP to tell them that they should try to see how they could put their house together. And of course, it all started when they had the fallout during the primaries. I was also at the primaries because I was part of the people that was invited as most of to watch the system so that we could always also have something to discuss in meetings or interviews like this. And we saw how it all played. And I told my friends that Wiki was going to fight. And a lot of people thought I was just talking, especially when we feel that something is not well done and there's an illegality, we fight. And I think that is what happened to Wiki in the PDP, and he fought them. And I told them that Wiki was not going to give up until he got his own pound of the flesh. And that was what happened. So whatever you saw happening in the whatever I saw happen in the PDP, something that a lot of us has predicted from a whole lot of time ago, and is a sorry situation. But Atiku is to be blamed because I looked at his mantra when he was talking about unifying Nigeria. You can't even unify your party. So how do you unify Nigeria? Wike and the 5G governors gave them a lot of opportunity, and they told them so many times that they are willing to allow peace to reign. But Atiku, as a father who is an old politician, should understand that in playing politics, most times you have to give in. Even William Caesar said that you stoop to conquer. I think what happened was pride and wrong advisors. That's what happened to Atiku. If not, Atiku had it all. Atiku has been a prominent and a major politician in Nigeria. So for him to allow himself to be disgraced like that with Ayu, I think Atiku is to be blamed.
Now to the next question. Do you think the party acted too late in removing Ayu? Don't you think it should have been done, before the election, since that was the main demand of the G5 governors?
When you say the party acted too late, when you have a lot of people ruling a system that they don't even know what to do, they feel they claim that they are politicians, and I think that is another strand that a lot of our parents need to learn. A lot of our parents feel they know more than us because they have experience. I think that's one of the issues Nigeria is having now. These are our parents. I don't want to call them the old people. You understand? They feel they know more than us. A lot of us who are young people, we were warning them. I'm not a member of the PDP. I'm not a member of the APC. I'm not a member of NMPP or LP. I'm a true Nigerian. And most times, because of our knowledge, in analysis like this and programs that we have attended and seminars and workshops, when we see something go diving into the mud, we'll tell you that this is how it's going. And I said to somebody, the reason why Wike will fight to make sure that he destroys the party is because he feels that Atiku took that thing from him. And don't forget, what Tambuwa did to Wike was a serious betrayal because of the way Wike held Tambuwa to higher esteem. So Wike was fighting three things. He was fighting the party, he was fighting Atiku, and he was also fighting Tambuwa. So for them not to adhere and call them to a round table, that was the first mistake they made. That time that all those issues were happening, the party should have called Wike to order with his 5G, as long as he had the strategy to go and put up a set of people, and they call themselves the 5G governors. They should know that this guy's strategy was going to work for him. They should also know that this guy was not going to give up. That was the signal he gave them, to let them know that I have taken a chunk from you. For him to take away 5 states, you will ask yourself, what's wrong with these people? Somebody took 5 states from what you already have, and you feel he's a non-entity, you feel he's a nobody, then that means the people who are ruling the party I don't want to use some kind of words that are not good for TV, but it just shows the level of understanding of the people we have at the helm of leadership. They should have done what they have done now by suspending Ayu. They should have done it a long time ago to keep the party in unity, because everybody's attention, or everybody's where everybody were looking at is, they were looking at how do we win this election. So if a national chairman cannot design a strategy to win the election, then that means he's not due. He shouldn't be in any helm of affairs. And somebody posted something yesterday, like a profile of Ayu, some of the allegations on him, criminal cases, how he was even impeached in 2003. And I read through all of that, and I said, and PDP brought him back to come and lead PDP. And he even left the party at a time, some time ago. And PDP brought him back now. So it shows that there is greediness, selfishness. A couple of people wanted Ayu there because they wanted him to play their script. And look at how the team went. So I feel sorry for the PDP, but I think it has also given rise to a new movement and a more democratic party, which is the Labour Party. So maybe in the next election, maybe what we are going to be seeing from onwards is going to be Labour Party, NMPP, and the APC. PDP is dead. I'm sorry.
Well,
Thank you.
But even with all of this crisis rocking the PDP, the party accused Ayu of, anti-party activities. But isn't Wike guilty of the same thing, considering that he openly campaigned against his party's candidate during the presidential election and even dared his party to come after him? Would you say he's also guilty of the same thing?
These guys are comedians and they are funny people. You know what happened? They suspended Otum, they suspended Fayoshe, they suspended Ayim, Pius Ayim and some other people. So why didn't you ask them, why didn't they suspend Wike? They left Wike, but because they are still trying to see how they could manage Wike. Because Wike is a force. You understand? They know that Wike is somebody that you cannot just throw the baby away with the bathwater. For Wike's case, Wike is the baby, and himself is the bathwater. He babs and swims in that water of trouble. And they know that Wike also knows what they know. And don't forget, Wike has been one of the major people financing the party. You understand? So what they actually did is that they're trying to play a game. And don't forget, in politics, there are lots of negotiations that go behind the door that you don't see. You understand? So there have been backdoor negotiations. And they've been trying to see how they can manage Wike. And let me also let you know, even till now, Wike still has a major force in the party. You understand? So what they are trying to do, they don't want a situation where PDP will just break away. That's why I tell people that if you are fighting a battle, you should select the people you fight with. And if you are joining people to fight a battle, you should also select the side you enter. Because check out, Wike was a major person looking for trouble. But you see, they are still trying to see how they can manage him. But look at other people, they have suspended them. You understand? Wike has his own strategy, and that his strategy has been designed to see
well,
how he can
the
show them
suspension
pepper.
of some of
You understand? Wike is the
the
only politician that has also turned a musician when he came and released his own
well,
song
some of the
as they
suspensions
sweet
have
us
been
in the
reversed. I
them.
don't know if you're aware of this. The suspension of Ayodele,
That
Fayose, and Iron Pius. I'm certain of those, they have been reversed.
Yeah, they had to reverse it. That's why I'm explaining to you, it's politics. You understand? Because they have been, PDP has look, you are suspending somebody like Fayose. You are suspending somebody like Pius Ayim. Look at the people that is suspended. These are not small politicians. You are suspending somebody like Fayose as in how? So you're trying to cause more problem for yourself. You understand? So they looked at their strategy, and don't forget, all of those things were done by Ayu. You understand? It was also Ayu and Atiku. You understand? So now, and Ayu was in power. And you know, once you're in power, you can do anything because he has the authority. He has the authority to do whatever he's doing. So whatever he was doing was on his own. But now that he's no more in power, that is why even His Excellency, the president of this country, the present president of this country, which is His Excellency Buhari, should also be careful. Because that means if he also leaves power, some of the things he has done, people will come and also, if Nigeria is working very well, if Mr. President leaves the country now, or if he steps out from Aso Rock as being the president of Nigeria, he's going to be judged and he's going to be probed for a lot of things that he has done. So if the PDP does not manage this situation very well, the party will just collapse. And PDP prides itself as the biggest democratic movement in the whole of Africa, or biggest political party. And don't forget, Labour is just waiting to sweep all of them away. So that's why PDP is trying to manage the whole issue. Like you see, I was watching social media and I found out that Iyorchia is shifting to Labour Party. You understand? I even heard that Dino is even negotiating moving to Labour Party. So imagine, PDP is now becoming a dead party. You understand? So that's why they're trying to manage the whole situation so that PDP does not just die a natural death. So I think it's not that they are beginning to play politics and forget what they've done before.
All right, now, Director at the Global Network for Sustainable Development, Phil Roberts, thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you.
Well, that's our program this week. Thank you for staying with us. I am Mary Kanu. Bye for now.